This Saturday, it's time for SummerSlam. Don't miss it. It's not on Sunday night, that's NXT TakeOver. But SummerSlam is Saturday, and I cannot wait. The card for this year's SummerSlam looks really, really good. I'm hyped to see what happens. There are some big matches. I think we'll still get some matches announced on Raw. I don't think we'll get any more from SmackDown. But genuinely, the excitement is huge. This is WWE's biggest audience since before the pandemic. So this is a huge show for them. It will be telling. Will it deliver? I hope so. I think there's the potential for a big surprise at SummerSlam. You know WWE are going to want to come all out and deliver a great show. So, without further ado, let's get into the predictions. And we start with the match everyone is talking about. Roman Reigns defends the Universal Championship against John Cena. This is going to be good. I'm no doubt this is going to be the main event of SummerSlam, and rightfully so. Maybe we get a little pop-up from Finn Balor in this match. That's definitely possible. I kind of really want to see Cena win it. I want to see Cena become a 17-time most decorated champion of all time. I think that would be cool. But I do think storyline sense for the future of WWE, this is Roman Reigns' match. So my prediction for this, I want it to be Cena, but it's going to be Roman Reigns. But let me know in the comments, which team are you on? Team Reigns or Team Cena? Bianca Belair defends the SmackDown Women's Championship against Sasha Banks. This is going to be good. Honestly, I'm not a big fan of rematches, but when they make storyline sense like this, perfect. I think WWE has got a great money match here. And Sasha Banks' heel turn has been great. The way she dominated Bianca on SmackDown was great. She's credible to take the title from Bianca. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that we get a new SmackDown Women's Champion. I'm gonna pick the legit boss, Sasha Banks. Mainly because I really think WWE might want to move Bianca Belair all the way over to Raw in the upcoming draft. And that's the thing. This SummerSlam is really going to start shaping the landscape of the WWE locker rooms. Bobby Lashley will defend the WWE Championship against Goldberg. Yeah, I know. People are not hyped for this. People think Goldberg should be nowhere near the title. I tend to agree with you. But I'm hoping, and I'm really hoping, that this is a complete squash. I hope Lashley gets in that ring and dominates Goldberg, beats him in 2 or 3 minutes, and proves he is a dominant WWE champion. There is no one better to do it over than the man who made squash matches famous, Goldberg. So my prediction for this, and still WWE champion, Bobby Lashley. It's possible we could get a cash-in. Big E is lurking around. We know that. It's possible, but I don't think it's going to happen at SummerSlam itself. The Usos will defend the SmackDown Tag Team titles against Rhea and Dominik Mysterio. If you've been watching the SmackDown Things You Might Have Missed videos, we have talked about the fact we think Dominik and Rhea are going to break up. We think the pressure is going to be too much for Dominik, so he snaps, maybe turns on his dad. That's the most likely outcome. I don't know if he's going to turn at SummerSlam, but I think this is going to be the start of it. I'm going to go all out and predict the outcome of this to be one of the Usos pins Dominik, which means the Usos are the choice that I'm going for. I think the Usos will win, but I think they'll pin Dominik. And that will be the start of this story where Dominik turns on his dad and Prince Mysterio can finally rule the WWE. It kind of does make sense. So, Usos for the win here. Sheamus will defend the United States Championship against Damien Priest. I really like Sheamus as US champ, I really do, but I do think it's time for a change. I think Damien Priest winning that title would be kind of cool. Give him a big push. He just definitely deserves one. So, yeah, I'm going to go straight out. Quick victory here, I think, for Damien Priest and his first main roster title run. I'm all here for it. Damien Priest. Drew McIntyre will go one-on-one with Jinder Mahal. Now, Jinder Mahal and Drew McIntyre have a lot of history. We're obviously recording this before Monday Night Raw, so obviously we don't know what happens there, but there are rumours it could be made into a Punjabi prison match. If it is, that's going to be really fun. I know some people don't like the match. I think it's cool, but I do think Drew McIntyre will get the win here. The Rated R superstar, A.H, goes one-on-one with Seth Rollins. This is gonna be good. This match, honestly, it's a dream match when you book WWE fantasy matches. This is a dream match. It's got the history from when Seth went to curb stomp Edge all those years ago, and they've played on that, and they've done a good job of telling the story. Obviously, Edge insulting Seth, calling him Edge Light. This has got the potential to be one of the best feuds of the year. Obviously, Cena and Reigns does overshadow it a little bit, but nonetheless, this is still going to be very, very good. And I'm going to go out and say that I think Seth Rollins is going to win. Seth will beat Edge, maybe then go on to face Roman for the title, or Cena if Cena wins. But I think that's where Rollins deserves to be in the title match. So, Rollins to win. And the final confirmed match, it's Nikki A.S.H versus Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte Flair in a triple threat match. I think this could be an underestimated match. I think we're looking at this thinking, oh, it's nothing big. I think this could be huge. Now, Nikki A.S.H hasn't been champion for long, and I don't think she's going to be. I think at SummerSlam, Charlotte Flair is going to retain that championship, or regain it at least. I think Charlotte will win this match. I think she'll beat probably Nikki for the championship. And I think that will spark maybe the return of Becky Lynch. Now, Charlotte has had no issues calling out Becky, talking about Becky. Imagine Charlotte holding up that championship, and then out comes the man. Becky Lynch's long-awaited return to WWE could definitely happen at SummerSlam this Saturday. That is exciting in of itself. So, obviously, a match to look out for sure. And also, Charlotte vs. Becky is always cool. Now, not confirmed yet, but I'm pretty confident it's going to happen. AJ and Omos versus Randy Orton and Matt Riddle. I'm assuming this might be made on Monday Night Raw for the Raw Tag Team belts. They might do it after SummerSlam though, but if they do it at SummerSlam, my prediction is RK Bro to win. But there you go, that is SummerSlam 2021's card. Obviously, I know that it normally happens. Even if we record this on Thursday, they'll add a match like an hour later. WWE love to do that, so there probably will be some more matches announced, maybe. But I think 8 big matches, 9 possibly with the RK Bro match, it is a really, really good card. And the matches on the card are amazing. Cena Reigns, that's the main event. And that's the match you must tune in for because it is unmissable for sure. But let me know your predictions in the comment section down below. If you are new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Turn on post notifications. It's free and it means you never miss an upload. Like the video, it really helps the channel, it really helps the video itself on YouTube, so please make sure you do that. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at CWrestlingUK, and I'll see you as always next time. Peace!